Hello again, fellow YouTubers. Today we are going to make a planting comparison, or start the planting comparison. Potting soil, typical potting soil, planted in a similar grow box, versus hydroponics planting system, using hydroponic nutrients in the water, air pump, air stone. Here's some of the plants that we'll be planting as they bud. These are just new seeds have been planted. Some garlic, some basil, dill, cilantro. Here it is after about 4 days of growth under our grow light. We're going to transplant these things as they sprout into the hydroponic growing media. Consisting here, as you can see, the lava rocks and rock wool cubes. The planting nutrient is a product by a company called Botanicare. It's Plant Energy Products. We'll be using this air pump to provide oxygen, and this 2-inch air stone, as you can see. Here's our potting soil. We're going to plot or plant this into a homemade grow box made from a heavy-duty tote. That the top has been cut out, as you can see, the hinge removed, and the top has been cut down to fit down into the bottom. And for spacers, here we've drilled some 1/4-inch holes to allow drainage, and for spacers underneath is just PVC connectors to allow water to accumulate at the bottom. We will water this through a 1.5-inch PVC pipe that'll fill through the top down to the bottom and allow it to wick up through the soil. Here in our hydroponics Rubbermaid 8-gallon tote, we're going to add 8 gallons of water and the nutrients. We're going to put in some power plant, it's called, by Botanicare, and we'll use 7 mils of this power plant nutrient per gallon. This stuff is kind of expensive. It's I'm trying to illustrate the price. This is a 1-quart container. It's about $18. Then we'll also use some CalMag. This is calcium, magnesium, iron supplement, 5 mils per gallon. That's about $17.50 a gallon. And then there's some hydrozine that we'll add, 6 mils per gallon. And our plants will be transplanted from the little ice cube trays that are in the rock wool cubes into this growing media. And as you can see, they'll suspend into the water, and the oxygen in the water will bubble up. Here in this tote, we're going to put potting soil into these wicking containers, as I'll call them. That just allow water to wick up through the soil and provide nourishment to our plants. Now these seeds are pretty small, so in the beginning we'll just water them from the top as we need. But as they grow, we'll put water in this fill tube, 1.5-inch fill tube, and then fill in the bottom. Here I'm showing some garlic that is now about 4 days old, and I'm going to transplant this into the soil, the potting soil. At the front of this tote, as they sprout, I'll put in some lettuce and some basil, and I'll show you as this begins to grow the comparison between the two. Now we can't plant garlic in our hydroponics. It just won't. It's not the best medium to do, or plant to do in hydroponics. So I'm going to plant 4 cloves of garlic in the soil here. And I'll keep you posted each week. Here I'm showing the growing conditions. It's about 70 degrees right now. This item shows a history of the past 24 hours, what the temperature, high and low temperature, has been for this area, as well as the humidity. So here you can see it's 70 degrees. The lights I'm using are true color light bulbs. These are the compact fluorescents, 27 watts equal to 100 watts. So in this homemade light fixture, I have application where I can put 8 of these lights in there, which would give me 800 watts of light. But I've substituted one of the lights for a heat lamp. Here's a watt power meter to determine how much energy am I using to run this. And this meter has told me that in a 24-hour period, on and off, it's about $22.40 a month. And I'll keep you posted. Keep in touch. Bye now.